over in the senior center there, Mona?
With
the computer freezes?
I think maybe it's the weather.
You think it's the weather?
Yeah. Well,
it's got arthritis?
It's like cold and it's mad and the weather is causing some problems.
Oh, okay.
So
it's got arthritis.
It does. Yes.
Like yours truly. Yeah, my bones. You can't feel it when it's. I mean, my knees and my joints ache.
Yep. Fingers. Yep.
A little bit more.
I noticed that as well. Yeah.
So how you doing?
I'm really great, really great. I'm looking forward to talking about this recycling event, and I know that you also invited me to talk about the building project.
Yeah,
so
I wanted to get an update on that. Nate Augustin is the guy we're going to hopefully visit with from the North Platte community. What?
No, NP, Nonprofit Communities.
Oh, okay.
And he's the founder of the NP Communities, and he's waiting for your call, and he's going to talk to us a little bit as well.
Yeah, we'll call him during the break, and so we'll get him on next segment.
Very good. The event is it's a recycling event that we are hosting. This is the second time we've done it, and we also, as you well know, we accept clothing donations all the time down at the store, Fashions on Central, and we take those items and we resell them in the store.
I was told recently your men's are back.
Correct, men. The store now has women's and men's clothing.
Men's back.
Men's is back, yes. So we do accept those donations all the time and turn around and sell those. But this event also is recycling. What we do here is we recycle or accept recycled items, other sorts of things. Games, small electrical appliances, sporting good equipment, office and school supplies, things that you might have in your basement or in your garage.
Great spring cleaning thing here.
Exactly, spring cleaning time, and that's what I've been pushing. And the cool thing about it is we've got a group of high school students. Brian Coleman from Faribault Public School has some volunteers that are going to be helping. And so all people have to do is they just drive up, and they will, the students will empty their car, and it'll be brought into this big box truck that is going to be on the property.
And again, this is across the street.
Across the street from the parking lot. So it's on the north side of Division Street across from us. So a nice big wide open spot. People drive in, just kind of a little loop around. The kids will unload it. Kids will unload it, goes in the truck, and off you go. So I'll give you a slip that says you made a donation, and then you can do what you need to do with that. But the cool thing also is that the stuff you're donating is also going to be reused by this nonprofit organization called NP Communities. And that's what Nate's going to talk to you about, is what their mission is.
Oh, okay. But, okay, just to clarify something here. Thought I read on your website, flyer here, that 100% of the proceeds go to the senior center.
The NP Communities pays us for everything that they pick up. So what they will do is pay us per pound. NP Communities will take, last time we did this, we made just under $1,000. So per pound. But what they do is they then will also resell it. So let's say that they pay me 10 cents a pound. Well, they're going to take that stuff and they sell it to another place or sell it themselves, making 15 cents a pound.
Right.
So, yes, the money goes, they will be paying us for everything that's donated. What they do with it also supports their mission. So it's another level.
So we're going to find out some of the charities that they are involved in.
Correct.
So my one donation of that old toilet sitting in my garage, is that acceptable?
Well, let's ask Nate that one. Yeah. So
whatever it is.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
I don't know why.
A box of Christmas decorations.
Yeah, whatever it is. My one donation benefits not only the senior center, but some other charities.
Exactly. Socially disadvantaged people in Rochester. So it's not like it's going to, out of state. It's like in our neighborhood, helping a lot of people. It's a great concept.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm looking forward to visiting with Nate in the next segment, and we're also going to get an update, Mona promises me, on how the things are going with the building and the expansion at the Faribault Area Senior Center. A lot of excitement there when AM Minnesota continues. Senior Center. We are joined on the telephone by Nate Augustin. You want to do the intro for me here, Mona?
Sure. We've been working with Nate from the founder of NP Communities for a couple of years now. Nate is out of Rochester, and I'm sure he'll be able to give us a lot more about the work that NP Communities does and their outreach. They serve socially disadvantaged people, but we also are supporting them by giving them these recycled items, which they in turn will also be using. So Nate has been around for a few years now, so I'm excited that he's joining us today.
Yeah. Hey, Nate, how you doing?
Good morning, everybody. Doing good, thank you.
Fantastic. So how does all this work, Nate? Mona just told us that this is a win-win-win-win-win. I mean, we're talking like 4 wins all the way around.
Oh, yeah, more than that. I mean, this is an industry that's typically been plagiarized by the for-profit industry. So we are a Minnesota nonprofit corporation. We were started out of a 501c3 nonprofit all-volunteer organization in the Rochester area to create sustainable funding for not only our organization, but we partner with over 80 different nonprofit organizations in southern Minnesota. Great ones like the Faribault Senior Center. And so what we do is we collectively gather donated items, and then we have multiple national buyers that buy this stuff by the pound. We either reuse it, recycle it, or resell it. And so the portion of it, we did about 1.5 million pounds last year. We're gearing towards about 3 million pounds this year. Most of that stuff would end up in the landfill if it wasn't for an outlet for this stuff to go to. We're able to actually supply 2 emergency clothing shelves in the southern Minnesota area. We also have the funding supports people in transition from jail, treatment, prison, homelessness, women's shelters, transitioning back into society. We have a lot of recovery programs that we support in the Olmsted County Jail and in the Federal Medical Center, and a few other the local Minnesota prisons, where we do 12-step recovery programs that are faith-based. NP Community is actually the social business aspect of that. The Rochester Outreach Center is our local nonprofit that actually does the outreach that we have. So there's a big trend in social business, and so this is one of the areas that we're able to focus on generating revenue to basically support our causes in a sustainable way.
What a great idea. You came up with this idea?
It was some of our board. We were standing in line as a new organization about 5 years ago with our hand out, basically saying, hey, support us, we're good too, along with a lot of other really great organizations. And so I come from a family of entrepreneurs. I just thought there had to be a better way. Our president is Noah Wheeler. He's an iron worker. Has been involved and engulfed in social business for the past 8 years, and me and him met at a fundraiser. We talked, we hit it off, and the ideas just started flowing. So we own a licensed Minnesota-based construction company that we operate as a nonprofit, and basically nonprofit doesn't mean no profit. Nonprofit is basically an allocation of our profits, and we have no owners and shareholders. Therefore, those profits can be used for local outreach. And so one way for us to do that is by collectively gathering this stuff, brokering it. In the meanwhile, the win is the nonprofits gain funding from it. Our organization creates jobs from it. And the people who receive a lot of the stuff we get ends up going to help people furnish their apartments, people who lose their stuff in fires, people who have decided to make a life change, who are starting over with nothing. And so a lot of the stuff we get, in 1.5 million pounds, there's a lot of excess stuff. And Mona, you know that just with the resale store that you guys have, that there's an excess of this secondhand stuff in the country. And unfortunately, a lot of it gets put in the landfill, like I said earlier. So any way we can reuse, upscale, make new, recycle, anytime we can use old product and make it new again, we're all for it.
And of course, the fourth win is the environment.
That's right. And there's I think it was something like 20, you have to correct me on these numbers, I don't have them in front of me, but I think it was something like, it was billions of tons that were basically discarded last year alone. So it's a small difference, but we can make a difference in our area.
Yeah, anything you wanted to add?
That's where it has to start locally.
Anything you want to add, Mona?
Just that the event is coming up on Monday. Nate, I'm not sure if Nate personally will be with us on Monday. Is that true, Nate?
Unfortunately, I will not be able to make it this Monday, but our guys, Paul, who was there last time, and one of our driver's helpers, Todd, he'll be there. They're ready to work hard and gather all your stuff.
The neat thing about this event is that, we'll set up a little bit before the event starts at 4. They'll be there between 4 and 6 when people are dropping off their items, and then off they go. And after it's weighed, then they send a check to the senior center, and then the whole event is done. So super easy, super productive, and it is a great way to raise some money.
And one of the coolest things about this is you just pull up and they unload your vehicle.
That's right. The high school kids, Brian Coleman will be there with some high school kids. We'll all have our safety vests on and be ready to work.
4 until 6 on Monday.
Correct. 4 until 6.
All right. Hey, Nate, anything else you wanted to add before I let you go?
One thing I want to say, too, is not only are you supporting the cause and mission of MP Community, not only are you supporting the cause and mission of the Faribault Senior Center, you're also supporting all the other nonprofits that we partner with, indirectly. But because it's a collective gathering of this stuff, you can really feel good when you donate to the Senior Center, because this donation is spreading through all the Southern Minnesota organizations that we deal with. So it's a pretty unique concept.
That's kind of like $1, they say, exchanges, 7 times? Something like that. So this kind of the same deal, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And everybody can... Some people may not be able to donate $5 or $10 to the Senior Center, but what they can do, what everybody has, unfortunately or fortunately, is excess clothing, excess household goods, stuff laying around. They've been trying to lose a few pounds so they don't have to get rid of it, or they have lost a few pounds and now they got to get rid of the bigger stuff, or they have kids, which I have 4 of them myself, and they go through clothes like there's no tomorrow. Ripped, torn, stained, as long as it's clean, you can donate it. It's just like aluminum cans. There's a price per pound, so even if a zipper's broken, a button's missing, there's socks with holes in them, those are donatable items that are worth a price per pound in the recycle industry. So you can actually participate in donating whether you have cash or don't have cash, because most people have some, a Walmart bag, a garbage bag, 20 garbage bags of stuff that they could actually pull out of their supply and be able to participate. So it's a great way to get people to participate.
Coincides great with spring cleaning, as I was just mentioning with Mom.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Correct. Thanks, Nate. Appreciate you joining us.
Hey, thank you guys, and enjoy the snow. Hopefully you're getting it over there.
Hey, come on.
So it is April in Minnesota, so at least we're not shoveling.
Thanks a lot, Nate, for taking time.
No problem. Thank you, guys. I look forward to Monday.
You bet. Nate Augustin joining us on AM Minnesota from Rochester. I assume that's where we called.
Right, yeah, he's in Rochester, so. Yeah, Nate does great work with his organization, and as he described it, we are super proud and super excited to do this event with them.
Fantastic.
I know. Isn't it exciting? If people want to know what they can bring and what they can't bring.
I'd go over the can't because it's a shorter list.
Yeah. Well, we do have the list available on our website, faribaultseniorcenter.org.
Yeah, that's where I printed this off of.
Okay, so we have the flyer on the website, and then if you look closer, you'll say click here to see what you can bring or not bring, list of acceptable items, or you can pick it up at the Senior Center. Here's what they cannot accept: large furniture, TV entertainment centers, TVs. And I know people have extra TVs. Unfortunately, TVs are going to be an item that they will not accept. But the Rice County Recycling Center will also take those things. So check in with the Rice County Recycling for TVs. They won't accept books, although the Senior Center accepts books. So don't bring those on Monday, but bring them to the Senior Center. No beds, frames, gas, oil, baby items. No cribs, baby baths, or car seats, please. Dirty items, Christmas trees, or large appliances like microwaves, copy machines, and large office printers. So I think it's pretty easy to figure out, we'll take the small items, the small electrical appliances, we'll take the candles, leftover candles and games and puzzles, and those sorts of things.
Says sewing machines are accepted. Telephones are accepted.
I see that. Yeah. And you know what? If you're not sure and you're coming anyway, bring some of those items that you're not sure of. We'll see what they have to say. Don't be offended if they say, no, we can't take it. But
they will take old computer equipment, flat screen, desktop, laptop computers, but no old monitors.
That's right. Yeah, the big wide ones, the old, I forget what the term is for those, but the old ones, no. But the smaller ones, yeah. So, and small printers they'll take, but not large office printers.
All right. 100% of the proceeds benefiting not just the Faribault Senior Center, but as you heard Nate tell us, all kinds of terrific organizations that help people in Rochester, which is, we're all in the same world.
That's right. The other thing that I want to make sure before we start talking about the building is that we are hosting an evening meal in conjunction with this event. So the event goes from 4 to 6. From 4:30 to 5:30, Senior Dining is going to host a turkey and all the fixings meal. So turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, dressing, and for $4 for people that are over 60 and over, or $7 if you're under 60, you can get that meal at the same time. So we'd like people to sign up ahead. If they can call the Senior Center, that'd be awesome.
This is Monday night.
Huh?
Monday night.
Monday night. Yep. Between 4:30 and 5:30 is the meal. So got a few things going on.
It's turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yep.
Green beans?
Of course. Green beans. And pumpkin square. It's like pumpkin pie, but in a square.
With whipped topping?
Probably. Like the traditional Thanksgiving dinner.
Get a dinner roll with this too?
You're asking tough questions, Gordy.
No, that's okay.
I can get back to you on that.
It sounds delicious, though.
Yeah.
If I'm not, I don't remember what I got going Monday, but if I'm not doing anything, I think I'm going to have turkey for supper.
Yeah. Well, it's a great chance to do that, to go out and eat, a nice meal. We're going to do this pretty much no matter what the weather does, unless it's like lightning, because it's hard to reschedule these things. So
this is outdoors?
Well, the parking lot.
Well, the meal is at the parking lot.
Oh, no, not the meal. The event. I'm sorry. The meal's inside.
Okay.
The recycling event will be held no matter what the weather does.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm glad you clarified that. Fantastic. Yeah. So, in the final few moments of the program, we've got about 10 minutes here. How is the building going?
It is going great. We have lots of anticipation, a lot of things that are happening. We did the final approval of the building plans on Monday, so the building has been designed and is ready to be put together and get ready for bids. We have raised $1,062,000, so $1.62 million we have raised in just over 18 months. So I think that is beyond anybody's expectations.
Was $2 million or $2.1 million the goal?
2.1 is the entire project, and 1.9 is our construction budget. So construction, and then we have to raise another $200,000 after the construction for the furnishings, which is a separate thing. So
does
a little more time on that.
Does that number include, there's always an overage when you're building. Mm-hmm. Does that include that?
Yep, a contingency. It's in there. It's in the 1.9, correct. And that number has been our budget number all along. So we'll get actual final numbers when everything goes out for bids. But it's moving along well. The property, we're getting prepared for the property to be ready for us. As far as the houses, we have everything. It's our goal. It's our goal to break ground in August. So if things keep moving along the way they are, we should be on track to break ground in August, get the footings and the building with a roof on it by the time snow flies, and then they'll work on it during the winter. So that's the timeline that we're talking about.
Next year, this time, we'll be sitting in the new facility?
I think that is a real possibility. I think that's a real possibility for it to be.
We'll have to do an AM Minnesota there.
Oh, for sure, at least once. Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll do a big open house and invite you to come. And
just to refresh everyone's memory, the entrance will no longer be where it is now.
Correct. What we've decided to do is, because the new space will have a new entrance coming in off of First Avenue, our entrance will be closer to First Avenue. So the main entrance isn't going to come off of Division anymore. It's going to be off of the side street, which is to the west, which will be a safer way for people to get in and out instead of off of Division. It'll be wider. It'll be less traveled. And so we are having our front door now facing over on that area.
So the parking lot will stay where it's at?
Part of it, but there'll be new parking also around the west. So the parking will stay on Division on the north side, and then it'll wrap around the new space, which goes around west. Because those houses will be gone, there will be more space over on the west. So additional 30 parking places, I believe, is what the number we're projecting, will be around on the west side. So, are you envisioning that?
You pretty excited?
Oh, yeah. I tell you, I've said this to a lot of people, but this is not for the faint of heart. Tackling a project like this, the people that have been doing the heavy lifting, I just couldn't be more thankful. Really, I just can't tell you. Todd Markman and Clarence Anderson and Carolyn Heskett, those are the people that have been here at the end, along with the board of directors. The steering committee, has got us going and did a bunch of fundraising. So it has been, it's a good thing for Faribault. It really is a good thing for Faribault with the baby boomers and with this population coming forward. It's a community building, It's not just a place just for seniors, although we are going to be the owners of it, but the community will have access to it. So this is good stuff.
Yeah, and it may be called the Area Senior Center, but it'll benefit the entire community.
Absolutely. Because of the partnership we have with the city of Faribault on this development agreement, we will be, they will have access to all of the spaces as well before we come in and at the end of the day, along with the weekend. So it's a shared space, so we'll all be using it jointly.
Well, I can hardly wait to see what it looks like.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so cool.
You going to expand your coffee shop?
Well, that's really the centerpiece of this project, is that coffee shop. We have people all the time, coming in. We'll put 30 and 40 people in our tiny little coffee shop every day. So being able to spread that out will open it up for more time during the day and give people a little more space. So we're all very excited. I got a little crew that thinks they need a hot tub in there, but
oh my!
I don't think we'll be putting a hot tub in. But we're having a good time talking about all of these fun amenities.
You gonna have Wi-Fi?
Yes, of course.
You have it now?
We do.
Okay.
Yep, we do. Yep. There'll be a computer in there. People can, check their email or something. Most people, though, are using their own tablets and their own smartphones. But the coffee area is going to be the centerpiece when you walk in. Conference room will be well used by the community and the senior center. Fitness room is also the other really cool thing. It's going to be a fitness studio, so it'll be room for classes. Our bone builders class can go in there now. We'll have yoga for seniors and Tai Chi, things that older adults want.
Yeah, I know some people have questioned me about that and said, well, we already got the fitness right next to it. And I said, well, this is a different kind of fitness.
That's right. That's right. The community center has equipment in their fitness room,
right,
treadmills and weights. And we're not going to have any of those things simply because the community center has that. So ours will be a studio for classes. So, and
I can envision
for that.
I can envision the city wanting to use that studio too.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of excitement about that, having that right on that same campus. Right now those classes are being held up at Washington, and everybody's very happy to have the classes available, but having it on the same campus is going to be really nice. So they'll use it as much as we will.
Now, when I think of the south end, with the library and the community center and the senior center all attached, wow, What a gem that is.
I know. We have people that spend a lot of time. They'll have coffee with us. They'll play pickleball in the gymnasium in the morning, come over for a cup of coffee with their friends, run over to the library, come back and have lunch or play cards or take a class. I had one lady say, my gosh, I've been here all day. So that's cool. That's very cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I can't think of too many communities that have that kind of an asset.
No, I don't think so either. So we got some money to raise. You know, people certainly, those gifts are still, we still need to have people make donations towards the project. We're still down $300,000. I don't want to act like that's a lot of money or not a lot of money. I mean, because we have to still come up with that $300,000. So if people haven't given, or they have it in their hearts to give again, $300,000 is still where we have to be. So $1.62 million is been raised. That's good. So we're still out there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So again, keep that in mind, folks. If you want to call Mona, what's your number down there?
Senior Center number is 332-7357. Our website is faribaultseniorcenter.org. All that information. Pledge forms are on the website. Information about this event on Monday is also on the website. It's faribaultseniorcenter.org.
faribaultseniorcenter.org. Got about 30 seconds. Anything you want to plug there in 30 seconds?
The new newsletter has just been printed. It's going in the mail this week. So lots of great stuff. We're kicking off this summer. We're going to add mahjong, which is a tile kind
Glad
of
you said
game.
that.
We've got some classes on the environment. We've got some summer tours coming up. We've got talks about meditation, talks about India. A wide range of stuff coming up this summer.
Sounds like fun. So again, folks, that's an update on the Senior Center building. I promised that to you. And the event coming up on Monday, 4 until 6. Clean out those garages and basements, get that spring cleaning done, and you don't even have to leave your vehicle. That's the most awesome part about this, I think. You're in tune to KDHLAM in Faribault, Minnesota.